To the big board presented by Bet365. Here's Blake Murphy. We just saw the crazy numbers from George Springer, but maybe the most notable number is that of his age at 35. This is remarkable what he's doing.
It's remarkable, and you would have thought by now I would run out of new context for what George Springer is doing at age 35, almost 36, right around the corner. Before we get into the age specific, though, George Springer, regardless of age, has established himself again as a top 5 hitter in all of baseball. This is weighted runs created plus, which takes into account park factors and some other things to put everyone on the same scale. The names above him and just below him are all MVP candidates. Springer missed a little bit of time this year, and even still, when we take into account his batting and his base running, he's been a top 10 offensive player this year, just above Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on that offensive value leaderboard. Now, when we look at the context of doing this at 35, when we look at OPS plus, which again controls for some league and park factors, George Springer is having the best season of his career. To have the best season of your career at age 35 or later is pretty rare. There you see the only guys in the last 20 years who had a better career year breakout at this age, and most notable from there, every one of those players had at least one more season after that at league average at the plate, and they averaged 2.2. So this suggests George Springer has more good days to come. I think that's especially true today. Simeon Woods Richardson has one of the highest release points in baseball. George Springer, top 5 in baseball slugging against those high release pitches.
You know who else has had a good year is Buffalo. AAA fans have gotten to see a lot of big leaguers down there. But our attention shifts to the guys with the arms because of what's happened lately with the Blue Jays. A couple of good stories there to watch.
Yeah, Trey Savage tonight should be a lot of fun. Last night we got another look at Alek Manoah in his third rehab start. Now, it's important to remember with Manoah, we're looking at this in terms of what can get him ready for the 2026 rotation conversation. They do have to make a decision on him by September 12th here. So it's notable that he had his best start yet. The 0 earned runs, they're a little misleading. He did give up 3 unearned runs, but this was the best we'd seen his command. It was the best we'd seen him hold velocity, probably the best that the sinker changeup combination has looked. So these are small steps, and again, eye toward 2026, more than late season utility here, but nice to see Manoah moving in the right direction. Most interesting to me, more short term, is that Adam Macko has been following Alek Manoah in these games as a bulk arm out of the bullpen. Long term, you still want Macko to start with a 4-pitch mix, a guy who can give you some innings. But right now, a lefty who's been able to give you 3-4 innings out of the bullpen, up the strikeout rate, up the swing and miss rate by simplifying his mix a little bit to fastball, slider, changeup. That's an interesting one to me because Adam Macko is on the 40-man right now. I know we've talked about Trey Savage potentially helping the bullpen. If they need some length and don't want to make a 40-man move in September, maybe Macko's pitching his way into consideration there. There
he is, Blake Murphy, the big board presented by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The lineup that will face Eric Lauer for the Twins tonight. Byron Buxton back in the leadoff spot after getting the day off yesterday. All eyes should be on shutting down Matt Wallner, who now has 3 home runs in this series through 2 games, already 6 RBI. Meanwhile, Canadian Edouard DeJulian batting 9th, has a pair of walks, but is still awaiting his first hit. Want more from your vehicle? Try Shell V-Power Nitro.